Where do we want to start today?
Puppet show.
Well, are you going to do the puppet show today, or?
No, Gonk want to watch.
Well,
So yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
we
had
already
all.
saw the puppet show.
Yeah, I mean, you guys had already visited the puppet show, but perhaps Gonk is now that Gonk doesn't have to perform it, and Brina doesn't have to perform it. That the intended puppeteer is performing the show. Gonk is just wants to plants himself in front of the puppet show and just keeps watching the hourly shows, and in between when there isn't a show, he just keeps chanting puppet show.
aren't you tired of the puppet show yet?
No, Gonk like puppet show.
But it's the same show. Isn't it boring?
Gonk watch your puppet show better.
Oh, thanks. It was pretty fun. Maybe I should do a puppet show on the side.
No, no, we did save the pig at the end of that was the end of part 4.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because I turned into a pig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that was at the end. So that was this day. Okay. Yeah.
And after we saved the pig, that was where we ended that night.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not memory. That was me looking back at the YouTube video.
Okay. So if you just finished saving Oinkers, let me go back to my day 1 notes in terms of when that happened originally, when he got killed, which would have been when you saved him. So yeah, so that was still in the morning. Yeah. So that was about 10 a.m. in the morning when Oinkers originally died. So yeah, so that makes sense then. Yeah, so you went to the you went to the puppet show. You went and then you decided to go save Oinkers. Yeah, so that's what it was. You guys started to talk about other good that you guys could do with your foreknowledge, and you settled on, and Brina settled on wanting to go save Oinkers. So that is what you all did.
Okay.
Yeah, because now that place was closed because Oinkers isn't there. We were trying to question the operator because Brina turned back into her normal form. We're like, wait, Oinkers always a druid. So Oinkers is, I think, running off to the apples down by the cider stand.
I think so. Yeah, we let Oinkers loose.
Yeah, you guys extricated Oinkers from his servitude.
Yeah. That was a successful day. Well, what haven't we done yet?
Well, so let's check in here on what some of the other characters are doing. Okay. What is Abi doing after spending a whole day lamenting his loss of all of his treasures that he had acquired on the first day, and spending a whole day sulking about it. Now that the day is reset yet again, where is Abi at in this situation?
For now, just following everyone else around, dragging his axe on the ground behind him.
Sullenly.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I think Cassia was there involved in the saving of Oinkers, if I remember correctly. She assisted.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So what do you guys want to do now?
Do you have the map
of the pudding fair? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Cassia, do you have something you want to do now?
Did we already go do the stone skipping? I don't think we have.
I don't think we did that today. No.
Oh, I want to give it another try, says Cassia.
That's a good idea. You did really well last time. I don't think we've had our pictures drawn either. Maybe we should do that today.
Gonk wants his picture drawn.
That would be quite exciting.
We may want to see the psychic too, because we found that the psychic was. We talked to. And I forget my notes. Talked to someone that we were looking for. That I think Gonk was looking for a bounty, and she
Ooh,
was kind of spying on everybody. That's how the psychic knew some things about us.
is that how? Okay.
Well, that's Melrick's theory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then last time, didn't we caught her, right, as she was running out because we knew who she was.
Well, you didn't. Remember,
And
you went to go see her, and she had run off, and someone explained to you that some halfling, who you determined later was Elsie Rumknuckle,
Yeah.
seemed to identify them, and this startled the psychic, and they ran off.
That's what it was. Okay. So, rock skipping first and then psychic?
That sounds good.
Cool. Well, I'm not good at rock skipping, but I'll cheer you on, Cassia.
Alrighty.
And before you skip, I'll cast guidance on you.
Cool.
And have we checked the cider stand to see if there was moles yet? I can't remember.
I don't think we did that today, did we?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Well, I think we should do that too. We could get some cider, or maybe figure out where the moles are coming from. So cider first or rocks first? Will the cider help you be better at skipping rocks?
If there ain't any moles coming out of it, yeah, maybe.
All right,
Yeah,
let's go there.
Yeah, the cider stand's right next to the rock skipping anyway.
So I'll follow Cassia over there. I don't want to order cider until I'm sure that there are no moles in it. But I want to watch. I want to see if anybody else has moles in their cup.
Yeah, I'll follow too, but same thing. Seemed like a good choice not to drink the cider.
Okay. All right, so we're going to go to the cider stand first.
Sounds good.
All right, so everyone goes to the cider stand, and everything seems normal at the moment, as no people are not running in horror, as moles are not coming out of the cups and the barrels of cider at this point, and the cider is flowing and merriment is being had by all.
I'm going to buy us all a round of cider just for scientific purposes, obviously. You know,
Oh,
it's an experiment. Yeah. Just have to be careful. You never can be too sure if there's moles in the cider.
Right, and so as everyone is enjoying the merriment at the cider stand, there's a dancing space there, and people are dancing.
I'm dancing.
Gonk is too.
Cassia's just sitting back and sipping, always checking inside her mug. She's just expecting a freaking mole to jump out.
as you're sitting there and enjoying your cider and or dancing, you notice this young halfling. Some of you notice this young halfling come up to this this young male halfling come up to this young female halfling and ask her to dance. At which point she says, "Wellington Sparrowwind, I will never dance with you. So stop asking."
Ooh.
And she makes a big scene of it, which causes you all to notice as the young halfling stumbles out of the cider stand in tears.
Oh no. What was that about?
I don't know. I saw it last time I was in here, says Cass. But I don't like sticking my nose in other people's affairs.
I do.
Belric will go over to Wellington and hand him his cup of cider and says, "It's okay. You'll find somebody."
He's off in the corner, crying and pouting. It's not fair.
Abby points and laughs. Can't dance. Can't dance.
Well, I go over to her and I ask her what her problem is. Why are you so rude to him?
Well, my mother said that I am the most beautiful girl here, and that I should only, at the very least, accept a dance from the Pudding King. Wellington Sparrowwind is a loser, and he will never be the Pudding King.
Well, I got news for you. I mean, I think you should probably set more realistic goals. And that guy seems really nice. You know, maybe you should just try it. You might like him.
Nope, don't think so. Let me know when the Pudding King is crowned.
Okay, I guess. I go over and I try to help Melrick console this boy.
Yeah, Melrick is offering his cider and just kind of awkwardly patting his shoulder, going, "There, there."
You don't need her. She's rude.
Just not fair. Why do girls always want the strong and handsome and athletic types?
Because they're very stupid. I think you could do way better than her anyway.
But she's so pretty and I love her.
That's a strong word to use. Like, how well do you know her, really? Really? I mean, and is she really that pretty? Really?
We've grown up in the same town our whole lives. I know her very well. She's pretty and popular, and she smells good, and her hair's brushed so well, and she's always got beautiful dresses that she wears.
Well, couldn't you say that about a lot of people, though?
And didn't you say that you didn't like that women only like good-looking and athletic men, but you're just looking for good-looking, pretty, well-dressed women?
That is a good point.
I don't understand what you're saying.
She's saying every girl's crazy about a sharp-dressed man.
I try my best. As he looks down on his attire.
Malwork hands him 3 gold and say, then go buy yourself fancy clothes and see if that helps.
Oh, this is... I can use this to enter Yondala's luck. Maybe luck will shine upon me today, and I could win, and win Maisie's affection.
I mean, good luck with that. I don't really know why you'd want to.
Maybe you go pay her or be your girlfriend.
Oh, Gonk, I don't think we should encourage payment for favors.
We'll buy her candy and take to her then.
That's nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe some
same thing, but you just give candy instead of gold.
It's a good idea.
Girlfriend
Now-
like big dead animals and gold.
Yeah, I can see how that might be appealing to some women.
That way the candy seller can take a cut.
Wellington stumbles off with a new purpose after your advice or whatever your talk did for him.
After the talk is over, he leaves.
I think that went well. Don't you?
We'll know tomorrow. So you should head over to the rock skipping?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to cheer Cassia on.
All right. So yeah, you just move over to the pond directly adjacent to the cider stand, and again, like before, many gnomes and halflings are picnicking around the village pond and playing games of stone skipping to see who can skip a stone the furthest or with the most bounces. Go ahead.
I'll cast guidance on Cassia.
Okay. And there's a board tracking the most skips of the day, just like before.
Woo! Come on, Cassia.
Cassia is ordering a couple more ciders for the road. It looks like. So would anyone else like to try their hand at it?
Ollie wants to throw a rock.
Okay, so Abby picks one up and gives it a toss. Go ahead and make your dexterity check to throw the rock. Oh, right. Because Abby wears oversized armor. That doesn't fit him very well. He has a really hard time moving his arms and shoulders in this heavy armor, and
Old rusty dwarven chainmail.
yeah, that
Hmm.
hangs off of him and hangs on the ground. He sort of stumbles over it and trips on it as he does it, and basically it barely even skips. It basically just arcs and bloop, plops in the lake with not a very good toss.
All right, Cassie is back.
Okay,
Or I'm back.
so Cassia comes back from getting a couple more ciders for the road while she makes her toss.
And just dexterity throw, right?
Yep.
And how would I cast guidance on?
Well, there we could automate it, but he could also just now, in addition to making that
Roll a
throw,
D4.
roll a d4. Yeah.
Woohoo!
And yeah, so Cassia makes a being bigger and having longer arms is an advantage, I think, perhaps in this contest. So most of the other people skipping are gnomes and halflings. So again, just like before, Cassia gets a nice throw and nice sidearm action and skips it across the lake. And
Right at the other contestants and goes, "Try and beat that one," and then tips up her mug. of-
as it skips across the lake and almost goes the full length, and everyone oh
Woo!
watch that one
Good luck
So-
beating that.
go across as Cassia sets the new high mark.
That was pretty good.
Thank you, thank you. All right.
Do we have
Anybody
to?
else gonna give it a go?
Wow, 22. Do we need to come back later to find out, or is this it?
Well, what do you mean? I mean, it has to be the high mark by the end of the day. So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
So we'll have to.
yeah, the reward is not awarded till the end when no one is able to beat it.
Well, we could get some candy, or I don't know. Maybe we should.
Get candy.
What? Should get candy. What's close? Hey, maybe we should stop by the caricaturist first and see if they'll draw our picture. That could be fun.
Yeah, that's something new.
I don't think we've done that yet. Gonk, you could get your picture taken.
Gunk like candy.
Okay, well, we could go there first. Whatever Gonk wants.
Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to stop by, maybe get some magic beans. Who knows? That might help us.
Yeah, let's do it. I'll visit the cats.
Okay, so you guys make what is, I guess, now a daily ritual, seemingly, of going to see Nanny Cowslip, and you pull up to her booth, and all the usual sights are there of the three enlarged kittens who pull her chariot, each with the name tags, Snap, Crackle, and Pop. Her trays set out of sherbet lemons, honeycomb toffees, and peppermint bonbons. In addition to, on the back shelf, a jar of candies labeled magic candies. And as you come up to see her, the similar greeting that she always gives to you. Oh, hello! How are you all today? Have you come to enjoy some of my candies?
Well, we've done some really nice stuff already today. We saved a pig, and we just the puppet show's going really well. There's no moles in the cider today. It's a good day.
Yeah, we helped the lady carrying the cakes, the guy not getting pooped on by the bird. That helped the town crier not get run over by a dog and be covered with mud.
Yeah.
Oh, so many good deeds! You're gonna bankrupt me of my magic candies. Look, will you accept one candy each for your good deeds?
That'd be more than generous, I think.
Well, here are 5, one for each of you. Tell me your exploits today raised so many questions for me. First of all, how were you able to be so efficient in your good deeding for the day? It's almost as if you had foreknowledge of events to come.
I look around at everyone.
Gonk thinks we just lucky.
No, we this is the third day that of the same day that we've been through. We actually told you about this. What was our yesterday? That the first time we went through today, at the end of it, you went into the woods and met Erglin, the trickster god, and started to confront him. That day ended. So yesterday, or at least our yesterday, we told you about it. You closed up your shop and you went to investigate, and we never heard from you again that day. So that's where we are. That's how we know how we can do the good deeds, and we know that we come here. You give us each a magic jelly bean, and we eat it, and hope to. We're hoping to kind of get out of this loop, and we thought maybe you might be able to help us.
Oh, my, that's quite a mouthful you just said, Sir Dwarf. This raises so many more questions for me. But before we get to that, what was that about today? There weren't any moles in the cider?
You don't even want to know.
Bean. Abby holds out his hand and gestures with his fingers expectantly.
Oh, yes, I was getting to you, dear. Here you go.
He eats it.
Okay.
Oh.
When you eat it, roll on that table.
There was a bit of an issue with some rodents, but it's been taken care of. Nice.
Right, so it looks like Abby has advantage on all saves for the day. Gonk becomes incredibly happy. Cassie is walking.
Gonk really likes
doubles.
this candy.
Brina gets the super lucky trait where she can re-roll 1s and 2s on her D20 rolls. And Melrick also feels incredibly happy.
Do I have the lucky trait?
Not normally, because you're not a halfling.
No, so...
But you do now.
If you already have it, it triggers on a 1 or a 2, so do I only have it if I...
I'm sorry. Yeah, now it's like you've got me talking like Abby. I am sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so you just roll on a 1. Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Tree rolling a 1. I just misread that. Okay. I'm glad you're enjoying my magic candies in there, making you so happy. Again, back to the questions. So you're saying that you're repeating days, and that you all and I have had this conversation before on previous days.
Yes.
Yes, and isn't that just absolutely wonderful? Isn't it just the most glorious thing you ever heard of?
Is
It just cheers me up. I just can't help it.
You're very happy right now.
It's
Why?
look at all the good things we did today.
Why?
We saved Mr. Oinkers. Who else is going to save Mr. Oinkers?
That was
Cassia
good.
just did an amazing job with the rock skipping, and now we've brought Nanny Cowslip up to speed again, and maybe we'll have good luck this time. Maybe today she won't walk away and not come back. See, lots of opportunities today.
How come I got a jelly bean and he got Molly?
That's just how the magic candies break, I guess.
You have a very good attitude today.
I think mine's the speed.
Cassie just suddenly starts getting a lot of things done.
She's talking
Right.
really fast.
My base speed is 40, so that makes me 80
Oh my
for the
god.
day.
We're not going to see you again today.
Yeah, it's kind of like Quicksilver in those X-Men movies, right? Where he's like running around. Oh, and he talks really fast. And, yeah.
So what was your question again, Nanny?
Yes. There's just so many running through my mind. I feel like I might forget one. Okay, so
about the moles and the cider. That it's hard to be happy about that one, but I'll try. But yesterday, there's moles, little white moles that are the symbol of Erglin coming out of everyone's cups and out of the cider barrels, and we see the same thing at the archery range. And Brina actually turned into a mole yesterday, and that helped us talk to a guy that said he was going to set up a gang because he was unhappy about something, which is too bad because it's really great to be happy about things. And that was all yesterday.
You know, when you're hearing it from the outside, it does sound a little weird. I do agree with.
Weird in a good way, of course.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just happy yesterday is today and today was yesterday.
See? Gonk's got it.
But
right.
I'm confused.
I think Melrick has for sure earned his extra inspiration point.
Cassia is like, hold on, we need some more cider. And then, like, 5 seconds later, she's back. Here you go.
Thanks. Wow. You're so efficient.
So, Melrick, you can either claim that for yourself, because I've opened up more than one inspiration slot, or you can grant it to somebody else who already doesn't have it. It's up to you.
I'll give it to Abby. He tried with the
Well,
rock skipping.
so he actually already has one. Only Cassie and Gonk are missing inspiration at this point.
But he can't have two.
Yeah, he can't have two. Just putting that out there.
We'll give it to Cassia. She earned it with the rock skipping.
Yay, thank you very much. Want a cider?
Nobody loves Gonk, but that's okay. Gonk happy.
Oh,
No, Gonk, you're going to eat the eels, remember? It makes you very happy to eat the eels.
We done
And
ate eels.
do you eat the
I
eels today?
I think
Not
we
today,
ate
that was
eels.
yesterday.
Yeah, but I don't think we have to eat them no more. Maybe we do. I don't know.
Don't you want to eat them?
Oh, Gonk like eel.
Yeah. So you ate eels the first yesterday and the yesterday, but not today.
But today is yesterday.
No. Today is tomorrow's yesterday.
Oh.
So you
But
still get to
yesterday
eat
is
eels.
tomorrow.
Cassie was like, "You want to eat some meals?" And then she runs over and tries to grab some meals out of the tank real quick and tries to bring them back to Gonk.
Oh my, my beans have had quite the effect here. Yes, can we get back to my questions, please? So, okay.
Yeah. What are your questions?
Yeah. Oh, as a reminder, tomorrow let's eat the magic beans after we talk to her.
I ate beans that had other effects.
Well, that just makes you gassy.
Gonk can, of course, claim his inspiration as well. Yes, so, okay. Let me see if I can track all of this. So much said in so little time. So there are moles overrunning the cider stand. You're repeating days. We've had this conversation before. Erdlin is involved. There's a gnome, rather mischievous gnome. Did you happen to catch his name? Who wanted you to join a gang?
By the way, before we get to that, Erglin also turned the mayor into a frog or a toad.
Yes.
But that was the first day that we went through this. I just saw that. I would say that just
the first yesterday.
Yes, no, of course. There's more to this to keep track of. Yes, okay. Noting that down mentally. Got it.
Mm-hmm. So, do you have any questions?
Well, yes, if you have the name of this mischievous gnome who was getting up to no good at Yondala's luck and who asked you to join his gang.
Yeah, we think it was.
I think that was.
We think it was Erdlin.
Erdlin. Urdlen?
Yeah.
But he did not have some sort of alias that he went by?
Oh.
Or a sort of alternative appearance?
Well, I mean, he didn't look like a mole, if that's what you're asking.
Was it Maltork? Maltork?
Maltork.
Patron Maltork? Because he was the one that was able to leap from table to table very easily.
Patron Maltork.
Patron Maltork, yes.
Well, if everything is as you say, I suppose I should be on the lookout for either Erdlin or this Patron Maltork, you say?
Multork, I believe.
Interesting.
But he looked happy that he was doing very, very well in the table jumping.
I think he might have been cheating, though.
Yeah, but if it makes him happy.
Well, I mean, just because it makes him happy doesn't mean he should be cheating. It's not fair.
Well,
it makes other people unhappy.
So I've either run out of questions at this point, or I've just completely forgotten them all that I had. Either way, I don't suppose I have any more. Well, no, I have one more question. Given that you seem to know and understand this more than I do, what do you think we should do about this?
Well, here's one thing that we discovered. Maybe this helps. Every time there's a game that had, or a part of the fair that has an issue, like the first day, the potter's kiln, the kiln was broke. So Abby and I fixed it. The next day, it was still fixed, and the day after it was still fixed, like it never was broken. Same thing with the puppet show. After the second day, Brina went through, helped out, and it was just successful. So today, or at least today, there was no issues with the puppet show. And we're guessing tomorrow, or at least tomorrow, which will still be the same day, Mr. Oinkers will probably not have to be killed by a giant eagle. So one thought could be maybe go to as many parts of the fair that we have left to fix and fix them.
Alrighty.
That is an interesting theory.
I think Melrick is now on the crashing side of the happy bean that he's gotten.
Cassia, are you in a hurry? Do you need to get something done?
I say we go get these things done. Like now. Let's go now. And then, all right, I'm gonna go get some more cider. And she runs back to the cider stand. In a couple of seconds, it comes kind of like the Roadrunner. Whenever she stops, she goes, "Boy."
Why are there so many bugs around here? Does anybody else? Do you hear that buzzing? Like, oh, they're so. I'm swatting at all the. Can I find like a hat that has mosquito netting or something? Maybe they'll have some at the yard sale.
Or parts to make such a hat.
Yeah, I gotta get one of those. These bugs are terrible.
I think I know where we can get one.
Oh yeah, where?
At eel eating contest.
They have hats there?
They got big net catch eels and put on the head.
Oh, that is a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Yes, the bugs. Please, can we stay focused here? So what you're saying is that you have been experiencing the same day again and again, and that some things are the same, yet some things are different. And that you are experiencing this loop, and yet I and many others are not.
No one else that we know of is experiencing what we see. All that we know is when we do fix something, they don't have the problem the next day, but to them, they never had the problem.
Maybe you just don't remember that it's happened. Have you considered?
Yeah, well, because remember, Erglin said he's going to cast a curse on the city to keep replaying the same day until he gets some pudding. So maybe we could shortcut this whole thing and let Erglin eat some pudding.
Why don't we just give him some pudding? That's all he wants.
Nanny, does that sound acceptable to you?
I want some pudding too.
She starts sort of like nervously laughing. Why would that be unacceptable to me? If Erglin can get his hand on some pudding, why? I mean, it wouldn't bother me. I mean, I think that it might bother Sorolali, given that that's sort of the whole point of this entire pudding fair is to celebrate the triumph over Erdlin and his trickster ways, and that he is banished from these grounds and participating in these activities. But who am I to, question gods?
Maybe he's just sad that he doesn't get to eat any pudding.
Well, he's a very bad man. The stories say.
Well,
is there a place that we could get some research on him? I mean, is he bad or just mischievous?
Oh, I am a little bit of an expert on this subject. He is quite bad. It begins with mischievous sort of play, but it as he gets sated with that, he moves on to more let's say mean-spirited tricks that hurt and possibly kill people eventually as his hunger for such desires grows.
Well, go ahead.
Just something's tickling my brain here. So again, you are experiencing this again and again, and you're saying you believe that no one else is experiencing the days the way that you are. You are the only ones.
At least that we know of. At least I don't remember anyone else.
Well,
It's tough talking about this.
What is so special about you that is not so special about me and the others?
Well, we're not from here.
Yes, exactly. That's where I'm going. Are you the only ones here that are not from here?
Well, I don't know, but I mean, I would guess that Erglin's not from here, so he's probably experiencing the same thing we are. I mean, he's probably, but I don't know about anyone else.
What about that
So-
little girl? That little girl was kind of weird.
So
Maybe we should talk to her.
So my point is that perhaps there are other outsiders here, and that they are gaining the knowledge that you are as well, repeating the days, and that they are doing things differently, which causes things to act and behave in different ways. Different actions occur, as it were, as you change things, others change things, and that ripples throughout the entire fair. And it just happens to be a coincidence that things are changing where you are going and making changes yourself, and that you are not having, as it were, an effect between the days, but that the differences are recurring from other people doing different things on those days, and that perhaps you're just suffering from a bit of confirmation bias, as it were. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if we to find someone who wasn't here, the only other person that we would probably know is the one that we're trying to find the bounty for. Because wasn't that person from Baldur's Gate or another city?
Yes, exactly. Yes, you should find this person and speak to them if you can and compare notes. I would go out and try to do something, but as you said before, I've already tried to do things and failed, and that I'm doomed to repeat the same day, but yet you keep your knowledge between days, so perhaps you are the only ones that can fix this.
Maybe you should just mix all the candies together and eat them all at once, and maybe you'll just completely forget it, or something crazy will happen. Maybe you'll just skip through the next day and you'll remember.
Oh, someone got a hold of the jar one time, my dear, and did such a thing, and I would not recommend that.
Why? What happened?
Their chest exploded.
Oh. Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
And if they had just... Yeah. Okay, well, we'll make a note of that. Or we could try it and see if tomorrow we can... Well, no, that sounds like a bad idea. Okay, we'll just avoid that.
Yes, well, tell me what kind of progress you make, and come back here and try to every day keep me reacquainted with all the new information that I really don't recommend it. Not at all. It's a bad idea. Yes, so, and maybe with your knowledge passed on to me, we can work together and come up with some plan to fix this. Yes? Does that sound reasonable to you?
Yes.
Hey, maybe we could have Cassia run around and see if she can find the one halfling that we're trying to look for, who has a bounty.
Good idea. Yeah.
Alrighty. What's he or she look like? It's a she, right? It's a she, huh? Yes.
Yep.
I remember it's a she.
So I think we saw her once in the large tent, and then she may be up by the Fool the Psychic building.
Okay.
Cassie, what are you still doing here? Run.
I'm already gone. So I run. Since we're at 6, I'm gonna run and check out the livestock pen. Look in there. I think we
All right,
already did that, didn't we?
Yeah, so you dash by the livestock pen, and
I run across the road to number 4, the Village Herbalist. Put
Yeah.
my head in.
you look, and no sign of Elsie Rumknuckle. However, as you pass by here at your high speed, you notice that the Village Herbalist stand is not up and running. That everyone kind of is standing around looking for her, wondering why she did not arrive at work, as it were, today, and her shop is closed.
Wow.
All right. Cassia looks around at the people, or looks down at the people. Hey, you guys reliving the same day over and over and over and over and over and over again? And she says it with a loud voice.
They look at her and say, no. Have you seen Arabella, the herbalist? We can't find her.
Nope, I haven't seen her. But if I find her, I'll send her this. And then she takes off to the cider stand.
As you fly by and get to the cider stand, you see that the mole infestation has taken over, as
no.
people are screaming and running, and it seems even worse this day, as you find several of the moles are attached to like people's ears and their nose and their lips, as they're gnawing on them and biting them as people are running, trying to bat them off, and just it's pandemonium at the cider stand.
All right, Cassia looks and says, "Run for your lives!" And then she takes off running and runs to the pudding hut.
Can we hear the screaming from here, from where we are?
Probably at this point, yeah, the people are running all over the place.
Sounds like those moles might be back. Maybe we should go check it out.
Or
Uh-oh.
didn't they say the psychic was scared off by Elsie Rumknuckle coming over? Maybe we should wait there.
Who's crying? Maybe we should stop the crying. Can I see who's crying?
Some people who have little bite marks on their faces and fingers and arms and toes, as the moles have given several people little injuries and wounds from the bites.
What does Cassia see inside the pudding tent?
Do I see any of the moles?
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of spreading out and running all over the place if you look down the alleyway there. If Cassia looks in the pudding tent, everything seems fine there. No one inside the tent seems to have noticed what's going on outside, as people are participating in Yondala's luck and trying to hop from table to table as others try to throw try to throw things at them and knock them off their balance as they try to jump from table to table.
And I
Can
don't
I-
see the person in there.
You do not.
Can I try to speak with them, the moles, and like ask them to leave people alone? Like go back to the forest from whence you came?
All right, so you want to use your speak with small beasts,
Yeah.
being a forest gnome that you are, and through sounds and gestures.
Mm-hmm.
Try to
Ask them to go away and stop biting people.
try to communicate small ideas to them. So you basically try to tell them that, basically, like you said, what you're doing is bad, and you want them to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And they give you the well. Let's see how persuasive this is. Let's make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Yeah, so they effectively give you the mole body language of the middle finger, and continue about their business, wrecking havoc and biting people.
Should we try to stop them?
One way to stop them might be to kind of stop these deeds from happening. Because these people won't remember it tomorrow.
Cassia runs back down the street and meets up with the park. Says, I checked here, I checked here, I checked here, checked here. The one herbalist guy wasn't home. The mole problem's like happening all over again. It looks like they're biting people. There's people in the tent doing that one little, like jumping on the table things, and people were throwing stuff at them. And and then I came and got you guys. So what do you guys want to do?
Did you go? Did you try the psychic place?
No, not yet, not yet. I didn't know if you guys wanted to fight these moles, or go maybe talk to that one guy that was did pretty good on the tables.
Did he look suspicious?
I only stuck my head in for a minute. I didn't really see that guy was.
Well, I think that these moles are kind of jerks, and they shouldn't be biting people. I know that it'll reset tomorrow, but I don't know. Should we just let it happen? What should we do?
Well, how many moles are there? There are like hundreds and hundreds.
Yes, it's an infestation.
I really want to know where they're coming from.
Well, they come from the cider, or they come from the ground by the archery range.
But where are they? Like, what is their origin? Are they just appearing out of nowhere? Or?
Yeah, I think it's some kind of magic. Last time we figured out those barrels were magical or something like that. We couldn't figure out how they got through the spout, but
Yeah.
that's a question
Yeah.
for a different day and maybe a smarter wizard.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense, Cassia.
So, the psychic then? Or, I don't know, Cassia, you might be really good at archery right now.
Well, I can either go to archery or I can go check around some more for this. We can go to archery. It's just right here. Bada bing, bada boom, and Cassia's in.
Cassia's just like, whoo! Archery, yeah.
Melrick turns to Brina. Are you sure we want him with sharp objects? he's-
No. I think well, I'm gonna stand behind her. Just we should stay out of the way.
That's a good idea.
All right, so Cassia, you zip to the archery contest, and lo and behold, you spot as you are approaching the archery range at high speed, Elsie Rumknuckle knocking an arrow and pulling it back to fire at one of the targets as she's enjoying a bit of archery.
All right. Turns around real quick and shoots back to the party. Hey, I saw that one girl. She's shooting arrows at the arrow shooting contest.
Should we maybe stop her or try to
Oh.
talk to her after?
I like that. Yeah, I think we should try to talk to her.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and enter the contest. And then she just turns around and takes back off.
Good luck.
Melrick will head up to the archery, kind of not quite as fast as Cassia because he's little dwarven legs, but as fast as he can to go up there.
All right, so I guess Cassia arrives first, and you zip up there to enter the archery contest as Elsie is taking her sweet time with each shot. Well, each shot and then between each shot, concentrating, as she's trying very, very hard to win this contest. And so so like before, the entry fee is 5 gold pieces. So before the rest of the party arrives, would you like to just enter and get started? Okay.
Yep.
So here then are the targets, as you can take 5 shots. And it's just gonna go for broke. Go straight for the 3-point target.
Gonk want to try too.
Which is the shoots all 5 shots in
Wow.
rapid succession.
I win.
Oh, that's really good.
As people
Jeez.
marvel at Cassia's ability to fire 5 arrows at such speed and going so quickly, she only ends up hitting 1 and scoring 3 points.
Arrows flying everywhere.
Gonk, as you arrive and start taking your 5 shots, you actually fare slightly better and score 6 points.
I should score more than 6. Oh, that first one's a miss for the 18. Wow. Ooh.
Yeah. And
Wow.
you, Elsie, finally taking her much shorter time to. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm going to use precision on 2 of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, on the first one, I'm going to do a D8. Does the 20 hit?
Yeah, I believe it does. That turns that into a hit. Yep.
Yep, and I'm going to do it on the 13, the last one.
Okay. And that turns
That
that
does
one
a
into a hit. Yep.
19. So I hit 4 out of 5.
All right, and at 3 times 4, that gives you 12 points. So that does make you the new leader for the day, which is right at about the same time that Elsie finishes, who she was going to be the new leader with her 11 points. And she looks at the board, not noticing you yet, Gong, because she was concentrating so much. And when she sees the score go up on the board of the new new leader, Gong, and she looks. She's like, "Oh no, not you again! I remember you. You stay away from me."
Cassie goes to run behind her to intercept her from running away.
Yeah, she starts backing away, and Cassia in her speed loops around and gets behind her as Elsie doesn't even see this coming as she backs into Cassia. No, we're not doing this again. No, you're not taking me. It doesn't even matter. You're not going to be able to collect your bounty anyway. So let's just stop this.
How do you know that? How do you know that? Says Cassia.
Why? You know why. Nothing matters anymore. We can do whatever we want. There are no consequences. You know that.
So you're telling us, or telling me that you're living the same day over and over and over and over again?
Yes, of course. I've been watching you. You all keep doing different things. I know that you're in the same boat as me, but isn't it great? It's like Christmas. We can do whatever we want. Yesterday, I robbed the whole town blind, and while they were all out here at the fair, and no one even knew any better. I mean, I didn't get to keep any of the stuff, of course. It all just went away when it reset, but man, was it fun.
But don't you think you'll find this boring after a while?
Maybe. Then I'll just find something else to amuse myself with. I mean, come on, think about it. We can do whatever we want with no consequences.
Are you the one that gave the children the hammers the other day too?
Oh no.
No, that was not me. That was this funny-looking little gnome named Patcher Moldwarp.
Ooh.
How do you know Patrick Mordor?
I don't know him. I saw what he was getting up to and liked the cut of his jib, so I struck up a conversation with him. He told me he was starting a gang and wanted me to join, as he liked mine as well. Oh, I've been thinking about it.
Gang members all use hammers?
No, I stick to a nice sharp short sword myself, but yeah, boy, those kids really wrecked havoc with those hammers.
But Melrick turns to her. But did you notice today they didn't wreck it, and that some of the things are different today than it was the other days?
Yeah, I was wondering about that too, so I looked into it, and there's this group of bandits outside of town. They seem to know the day's repeating too, and they keep changing their behavior. I scouted them out, and one of them seems to be dying. And in fact, today they got the bright idea to kidnap the herbalist and try to get her to heal him. Like any good it'll do. If the day repeats, what does it matter? They'll get it eventually, I guess.
So would you ever be interested in helping us stop this repeated day over and over?
Or should we just give you a couple of good lumps right now, and believe me, even the day will restart, but you'll still film tomorrow. Cassia.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I might end up getting bored eventually, and then maybe I'll think about it. I mean, I don't know. I guess I haven't thought about it too much. I've just been too intrigued by the idea of just being able to do whatever I want and face no consequences. I mean, what's the point? What's in it for us?
I gotta drink something besides cider, says Cassia.
Doing the right thing, maybe?
Well, she looks back at you, Cassia, since you're there, and says, "Hey, I've got my own private flask right here. If you want some."
No, I better pass
Don't
on
do
that. There
Okay,
might be moles jumping out of that too.
Okay, you're missing out, and she takes a swig from it.
Melrick asks her, do you know anything about all these moles coming out from everywhere?
Yeah, no, I don't. Strangest thing, isn't it? It's almost as if Erdlin himself were here.
Yeah, weird.
Well, he may even be here. Because the first day that we went through all this, we saw him, and he went into the woods, and that's where we saw that he actually cast a curse onto the city. That's why it's repeating each day. So it may be fun now, but what happens if you cross Erglin and the days stop repeating for you?
Yes, that is a interesting boggle. I mean, so you're saying Erdlin is actually here? Like, the god, the trickster god Erdlin, made manifest, is here. In Honeypuddle.
We saw him on the first day, and he ran into the woods, or the forest, and that's where he cast, or at least he said he cast a spell, or the curse.
Interesting, interesting. Yes, I don't believe I would want to cross Erdlin. You know, we could always join forces with him.
No.
There might be great profit in that.
I would never do that.
Oh, well, look at you, just a little goody two-shoes forest gnome, huh?
Yes. Yes, I am. I think I'm smarter than you, too. Why would you surround yourself with those type of people?
It's all in good fun. And, of course, profit.
The profit that you can't keep?
Well, if you're telling me he holds the key to all this, I can have the most prolific thieving day of my life, and convince him to stop the repeating or get him whatever he wants, and move on with my life and retire on Easy Street.
Ugh. You should be
Boy,
ashamed.
you guys have been real helpful today.
Maybe we should knock him out.
Knock who out? You're not knocking me out. She pulls it. She goes for her sword. I'll getcha, I will.
Will you now?
Yes, I mean, you know, you may take me, but it doesn't matter. I'll just wake up tomorrow. Same old music playing. You know the one I'm talking about.
I got you what you're saying.
That's right. And if we didn't have to meet this way, I might have got you too, babe.
So, out of character, no, I'm not saying I plan on killing her, but if someone were to kill someone, would they come back the next day?
Well, the bandits came back, right?
Or
Because we killed them all yesterday.
Well, we haven't seen them though. She just said they came back. They probably did.
Because they kidnapped the herbalist to heal Nick.
Yeah. Or so she says.
That's true.
But she's probably telling the truth. Well, I'm not joining her. I don't know about you.
All right. Well, now that we've established that nothing matters and that we can't do anything to each other that has ultimately any consequences, can I go now?
Yeah, I guess.
Hey,
Try to stay out of trouble. Go ahead.
But before you go, do you know the psychic in the booth as part of the fair?
Well, I do and I don't.
What does that mean?
Well, I know someone named Petunia Peppergrass, but that ain't her.
So who's that?
Well, I haven't quite figured that out yet.
So, someone's pretending to be her?
Must be, because I know for a fact Petunia Peppergrass is still in Waterdeep working as an agent for Force Grey.
Hmm.
When I confronted her or them or it or whatever it is about it, they ran off before I could get any more answers. Hey, that reminds me. I think I might go try that again today. Try a slightly different tactic.
Well, maybe we could all go up. Maybe we can work together on this one.
We
Sure.
would like to see this.
Why not? Let's give it the old 1-2 heave-ho, as it were. This should be fun. Something new and different, right?
Exactly.
Use your talents for good today.
All right, well, let's go do that. And she starts...
I'll go cut her off at the tree line, says Cassian.
very good.
Abby points his axe at her as she walks away and says, "Cut."
Maybe. Let's follow her first and see where she goes. Then maybe we can cut her.
Cut her.
Yeah.
Abby goes to attack her with his axe.
Roll for initiative, Abby.
Does Abby wear clothes?
Yeah, we've established this. He has a
That's
very
right. His it's too
oversized
big. It's chainmail.
dwarven armor. Yeah.
And big baggy pants underneath you can see too. But no shoes.
Could I try to grab him like by the back of his clothes? Not that I could necessarily stop him.
Roll for your initiative.
Uh-oh, okay. And I think we're close to the same size, right?
Okay, so Elsie sees Abby coming and gets the she reacts first against him. And she goes to stab him with her short sword, which misses with her first stab, and she lunges again, which also misses, and a third time. Finally,
a lot of times.
Finally, well, I mean, she warned Brina she'd gut her. Finally scores a hit and ends up dealing
Ooh. Oh. That's not
22 piercing damage as her short sword pierces his armor nonetheless, and she stabs Abby. As Abby starts bleeding.
Oh no.
How does Abby say anything in response to this occurrence?
Abby goes unconscious. Can I do that?
Sure. Abby goes unconscious.
Oh no.
Melrick explains, Abby doesn't always know what he's doing. I'll bring him back, but we'll make sure he doesn't try to attack you.
Brina.
Abby's crazy.
So you want to, as she runs him, as she guts him with her short sword, do you want to pull him off of her sword?
Yes. Yes, I do.
And cast Cure Wounds on him.
Are you gonna do it, or do you want me to do it?
I can do it.
Okay,
And,
I will pull him off the sword and let Melrick cast Cure Wounds.
All right, she pulls him back, and Melrick does so.
Abby, that's why we don't stab people.
And she stays in a defensive position,
what's the way
holding
to
out.
target?
What was that?
What's the way to? How can I target Abby to heal?
If you control click on his entry on the combat tracker, that'll target him.
Oh, okay.
Or you could just drag and drop the heal dice onto his entry directly too. And just skip the targeting step. Yep, there you go. So you put your hand on him and heal his wounds as the wounds close up and the blood stops flowing. And she's
Abby,
like,
no stabbing, Abby.
if any more of you come at me, I swear I'll do it. Look, we don't have to fight like this.
No fight. Bad slave.
No fight. Bad Abby, not a slave.
Gonk, maybe you should try to talk to him.
Abby, don't run up next time you got stabbed.
All right, well, keep your goblin on a leash, all right? He's out of control.
We don't leash humanoids. That's not nice. But we will tell him not to stab you. Can someone maybe watch Abby?
I get out a 50-foot rope and make it look like a little lasso. It's hanging around Abby's neck. Gonk got him.
Oh
Brina, maybe in this case, it's a good thing to put him on a leash.
no.
All right, well, let's do this then. I've got my eye on all of you as she marches off.
Cassie has already left.
Yeah. As she...
Cassie is
yeah, go ahead.
gonna hide behind that tree over there.
Okay. Yeah, so Elsie marches off pretty perturbed about what just transpired, and she's visibly still a bit angry. And we will pause there for to take a little break in the middle here as we await what happens with the confrontation between you all and Elsie and the psychic.
Cool. Okay.
It's good.
Come, Abby. Gonk got to go bathroom.
Okay, I guess Abby's gonna watch.